Okay, we're going to look at the next question in this trigonometry question from 2016, a national government paper. So here we go. They give us that f of x is equal to a sine x, and they even tell us what the function looks like. They put a little f on this circle that starts at 0, it goes up to 2, it comes back to 190, it goes all the way down to minus 2, I can see, and it goes back to 0. I'm looking at f here. Then they say g of x is equal to the cos of x plus 1. But it starts at 2, goes to 1, 190, back to 1, and all the way back to 2. So between 2 and 0 is cos. Between 2 and minus 2 is um, is the sine one. Okay, now the question is, what is the value of a? What number would I put in front of there by looking at this graph? Well, there's a way you can do it just about automatically. And maybe if you, everything starts from knowing the sine graph. You have to know the sine of 0 is 0. The sine of 90 is 1. 180 is 0. 270 is minus 1. And 360 is 0. If you don't know your basic sine graph, you won't be able to see what's happening. Well, look here. This green graph is almost the same as the black. The only one is the black one, f. Instead of going up to 1, it goes up to 2. So it's twice as tall. Well, when you want to change what's called the amplitude of a wave, all you do is you put numbers in front. If you want the amplitude to be 3, you put a 3 there. 5, you put a 5. 2, you put a 2 there. Well, that's 90 degrees and 2. So if I go the sine of 90 degrees times 2, I get 2. Hey, that works there. That means that a must be 2. I'm actually looking that a is 2 because the amplitude, the height of the wave is 2. That's the number in front here. Now this plus 1, you know, the basic cosine graph starts at 0 and 1. It's just like sine, it's just out of sync with sine. It's the same wave, but instead of starting at 0, it starts at 1. Then 90 and 0, 180 and minus 1, 270 and 0, and back to 360 and 1. 360 and 1. Now, adding 1, all it does is it moves everything goes up 1. Well, that's what's happened. This black line is really the red line, but everything shifted up 1. So that's why this is the cosine of x plus 1. It says, what's the period of f? You just have to know what the word means. Period means, how long does it take to go through a wave? And the answer is 360 degrees. It goes through one complete cycle back to where it started every 360 degrees. That's called its period. Now the range of g. The range of g is all the things that y can be for g. Well, look at g. There it is. I'm following g. It starts at 2, it goes to 0, and it comes back to 2. Well, it ranges between 0 and 2. All the f values are x is less than or equal to 2, but greater than or equal to 0. And I should write, it's not the range is all about y. So what we're really talking about is the y values in between there. So I should say that y, the range is all about y, the y values. So I should put y like that. Y is less than or equal to like that. I should say that y is less than or equal to 2, but greater than or equal to 0. That's the range of g. There's g. It goes between 2 down to 0. That's its range, and it keeps going back and forth if we kept on going, but that's its range. Okay, one more video to finish off this question.